Heaven and hell, a matter of perception. The idea that heaven and hell are places, distant realms of reward or punishment, has been a cornerstone of belief systems for millennia. But when viewed through the lens of the quantum ocean framework, this perception crumbles, revealing a deeper truth. Heaven and hell are not locations, they are states of awareness. The true nature of suffering and bliss. Hell is not a punishment, it is the struggle of unawareness. Heaven is not a reward, it is the freedom that comes with transcendence. The only difference between the two is perception. The suffering of existence is not imposed from above. It is not the consequence of sin, karma, or divine judgment. It is simply the experience of limited consciousness, of fighting against reality instead of understanding how to move within it. The earthly struggle, a prison of perception. For those who remain unaware, life feels like an endless cycle of hardship, trapped in obligations, responsibilities, and struggles, overwhelmed by pain, betrayal, regret, and longing, constantly feeling at odds with reality, as if life is something to get through, rather than something to flow with. But existence itself is not cruel, it is simply neutral. The suffering arises from being caught in the current without knowing how to navigate it. Imagine a fish swimming upstream, fighting against the flow of a river. To that fish, the river is harsh, relentless, and inescapable. But if the fish learns to move with the current, the struggle disappears. Hell is not a place, it is the experience of resisting the flow. The moment of transcendence, awakening to the infinite. Now, imagine what happens when awareness expands, when the mind ceases to struggle and begins to see the larger reality. Suddenly, the suffering that once felt endless is revealed as a temporary experience. Suddenly, the battles that consumed so much energy seem insignificant in the grander scheme of things. Suddenly, the consciousness realizes it was never truly trapped to begin with. This is why ancient teachings refer to enlightenment as liberation. It is not an escape, it is the realization that there was never a prison in the first place. To the unenlightened, Earth seems like the center of existence. To the enlightened, Earth is just the smallest drop in an infinite ocean. And if the universe is so much greater, so much vaster, so much more magnificent, then what does that make the experience of earthly suffering? It makes it seem like hell. Not because life was designed to be cruel, not because existence is inherently painful, but because once you see beyond it, you realize you are always swimming in the shallowest waters of the quantum ocean. The truth. Heaven and hell exist simultaneously. Hell is the state of being trapped within limited awareness, believing suffering is absolute. Heaven is the state of transcendence, seeing reality for what it truly is. They are not places, they are not realms, they are states of being. And here is the final realization. The gates of heaven are always open. The only barrier is the mind's willingness to step through. Hell is not imposed, it is simply the experience of resisting the flow. Once the current is understood, once the ocean is seen for what it is, once awareness expands beyond limitation, heaven was never far away. It was always here, waiting to be seen.